Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of Ahsoka. This is episode 7. I think there's only one more episode after this, so we're coming down to the wire. Last episode was so good. We got the live-action returns of Thrawn and Ezra. Just wonderful, wonderful moments. Really, really enjoyed them. They're both perfect, by the way. Just everything about their presence on screen was wonderful. Loved it. We also got the introduction of the coolest looking stormtrooper I've ever seen. Well, night trooper now, in Captain Enoch. And I didn't realize this at the time, but he's played by Wes Chatham from The Expanse, the guy who played Amos. So now he's instantly my favorite character. Like, that's insane. But yeah, I'm so excited to jump into this episode. So before we do that, if you end up enjoying this reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. Helps my videos get seen more. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, let's jump into episode 7 of Ahsoka.
We simply cannot allow a general of the New Republic security forces to go around acting like this is still a rebellion. This is a government.
I don't like this guy. This guy pisses me off.
And you protected the New Republic by ignoring direct orders.
No, I protected the New Republic by ignoring you.
Oh boy, she says shut up.
Jedi. False Jedi. Star maps, star whales, distant galaxies. Honestly, are we to believe any of it?
She's a general. One of your most respected generals. Why'd you just ignore her?
There is no proof of any coordination between the
This guy's
scattered
so
and dwindling number of
incompetent.
Imperial
Like,
forces.
willfully
What
incompetent.
about the conflict on Mandalore?
Yeah. What about the conflict on Mandalore?
I don't know what frightens me more. The possibility of what might happen or your unwillingness to see it.
I'll tell you what I see. I see a general who abuses her authority for personal gain, and I will not stand for it.
I feel like you're the one that's abusing your authority.
Pardon the intrusion, but identification I do not need.
As soon as he said so rude, I was like, oh my god. Dude, guard, get out of the way.
Welcome.
I am here on behalf of Senator Leia Organa. May I speak?
Absolutely, dude. We always want to hear what you have to say. Look at that little smile. She's like, my boy's here. He's got me.
I object. In the strongest terms.
Nobody cares what you think, man. Go away.
The transcript shows that Senator Organa personally sanctioned General Syndulla's reconnaissance mission to Cetos.
This is preposterous.
You gotta
The court
include her in those
cannot
votes,
admit
man.
evidence of this kind from a mere droid.
Mere droid. Yeah, Chopper's like, excuse me? That's prejudiced.
Court dismissed.
Mere droid.
I agree, 3PO.
I don't know what you and Leia are playing at, but I know she did not authorize your mission.
She did. Eventually.
Oh my.
Put your personal feelings aside and don't deny you have them. How real is the threat of Thrawn's return?
It's a
We have to protect
strong
the Force.
possibility. Dreams and madness. God, this just looks so good. I'm so glad they didn't just use him for
In
one
this
episode.
war, you will face more than just droids.
What is this, the Tales of the Jedi training?
As your master, it's It's my responsibility to prepare you. So practice these forms often.
This preparation saved her life, buddy.
Or at least more than I do.
He never practices.
I won't always be there and look out for you.
He just goes on vibes.
I know you can do this, Ahsoka.
Yes. Yes, master. I love it. I love it.
He made 20 or more of these recordings.
I need to see them all.
This was his last one.
Very thoughtful. I never realized.
He was a good master.
For the most part.
Once we drop out of hyperspace, we find Sabine.
And how do you propose we do that?
Call out her name really loudly.
I would point out that you are assuming the Star Whales have brought us to the correct galaxy.
I think the odds are pretty good.
No. No, in fact, they're terrible. Astronomically terrible.
Math is not on our side.
I did, but you never... We are exiting hyperspace now.
Alright. Haven't been immediately shot at, so that's good.
I'm picking up a lot of interference.
It's probably because you're inside a whale right now. Oh, there. The shooting has started. Oh my gosh, that looks crazy from inside the whale's mouth.
Let's get out there.
Perhaps we are safer in here.
How did the whale know to open its mouth? Oh, that is so many bombs. And they track you. That is no fun. That's cheating. I would have stayed inside the whale.
At least the whales are providing some cover.
Oh, well, there goes that.
You had to say something.
I was being optimistic.
Those whales are like, we're dipping. They gave you a ride, they have no obligation to stay.
We are almost through. Multiple fighters are closing.
I'm going to make for the debris field.
I would not recommend that.
Come on, where's that optimism?
Can you escape?
I can't find an opening. The field is too dense.
She can find the opening. With the Force. Yeah. It just does not seem like a smart idea to fly your ship into that.
The master was General Anakin Skywalker.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. You remember him. Remember when you hung out? Saved Padme?
There's only the one starship.
Correct, Grand Admiral. Our fighters have already engaged the target and pursued them into the debris field.
So cool.
Withdraw the fighters and have them stand by.
Bye, Amos.
If she's anything like her master, she'll be unpredictable and quite dangerous. We'll always be one step ahead of her.
That would be smart. Thrawn's generally like 4 steps ahead, though. These visuals of this debris field is bonkers, man. They're just in this pod, hanging out.
The Empire was defeated.
Battle of Endor.
The Emperor died.
That's what people say.
Kinda.
Zeb's training recruits, and Hera's commanding a fleet.
Zeb mentioned. Let's go.
It's been a while.
And she's been mega depressed.
Ahsoka took me on as her apprentice.
She what? Why? I mean, congratulations.
Go on.
No, that's great. Makes sense, of course. You trained a little before, back when I was first learning.
I remember.
Yeah, so where is Ahsoka? Is she coming?
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't know, but yeah. Oh, wait, she thinks Ahsoka's dead. Interesting. She's gonna have a interesting day when she finds out that Ahsoka's all good.
Great mothers, I'm in need of your assistance.
Okay, cool.
We are at your service, my lord.
Why?
Either my scans are being jammed, or there is too much debris. Shall I try again?
Probably both.
We don't need a scan.
Use the Force.
Sabine.
Sabine. Answer the call.
Ahsoka.
Hey, you alright?
Not now. She's on the phone.
I see her.
Oh, now they do too.
The Jedi is there.
Open fire.
Something happened. What was it?
I don't know. Feeling
What kind?
The good kind?
familiar.
They found us!
Don't worry. I know where we're going.
Wonderful. So, on our way.
Jesus. That is very no bueno.
Contact Throne. Kill Sabine Wren and Ezra Bridger. Then take your place in the coming Empire.
You won't help?
Is he like, we're
Your
separating?
Ambition drives you in one direction. My path lies in another.
Very curious.
One parting lesson, Shin. Impatience for victory will guarantee defeat.
So they're just separating now. It's very, very interesting. Well, let's go. Yuka Yuka! Slingshots, let's go. Uh-oh. Slingshot just doesn't work at all. Ooh. Lucky. Almost got him. Chuck rocks at him. Ah, using the pod as cover. Rude.
I'm gonna circle up!
I mean, they're out of danger now. If you just...
Whoopa whoopa!
Whoopa whoopa! You just let them disable the other pods. They're chill.
Get inside. I'll handle this.
Locking down.
Who's that?
It's like you, but lacks your sense of humor.
Lightsaber?
Oh, yeah.
Great.
He's like, fantastic. Exactly what we needed.
Copy.
3, 2, 1.
That's cool. CGI on that was a little rough. That's okay. Oh, hey, man.
This is a surprise.
He's just so composed all the time. Stoic as hell.
Can't allow you to interfere.
I don't have time for this.
That I know.
Now she's going too. Let's get it. In the words of Jake Sully, let's get it done.
Here. Do your thing.
What thing?
It's your lightsaber. Take it.
You keep it.
Why?
Very funny.
No, I'm serious.
Take it.
I gave it to you. It's yours now.
At least take a blaster.
No.
What?
The Force is my ally. That's all I need.
Okay. I mean, Ezra, you would be a lot more effective with your lightsaber. Very different fighting style. Hit him with the pan, yeah. Excellent work. He's like a hand-to-hand combat specialist now. He doesn't use martial weapons. Oh, you got his hair. He's like, what the heck?
Close.
Been growing that out. Good. Alright, time to back away, Shin. Ah, cheaters! Ah.
Can't defeat me.
I don't have to.
Good work. She has escaped. He's just like quietly resigned to it. He's like, alright, whatever. Time to go on your actual mission. Seek the thing that's been calling you. New collectibles, Ezra. Isn't it great? Can restart your Stormtrooper helmet collection.
Where's Bill and Scott?
Okay, Ezra. You might want to use the lightsaber now.
Wait.
Let me tell you something.
Talk.
Let me tell you something.
Don't you want to take us as prisoners? As prisoners? Huh? Or
Fire!
Let's go, Ahsoka. Not even worth taking out the lightsaber for. Yes. Let's go. Ezra with a blaster. Excellent. Excellent.
These are unfortunate, but acceptable losses given the absence of Lord Balin.
Yeah, what's he up to? What's that guy doing?
One might even call this first match with Tano a success.
You've gained a lot of valuable info.
Ahsoka Tano has lost the one thing she could not afford to lose today.
Time.
Time.
I wrote this show. Keep shooting at him. Oh, we have a prisoner now, though. Let's go. Time to turn Shin Hati to the good side.
Surrender your weapon.
Ahsoka's gonna cleanse your crystal right in front of you.
I can help you.
You know, fair.
Ahsoka.
What's up? You like my new outfit? She thought you were dead.
I thought you were dead.
Oh, I wrote this show. She's like,
I
please.
miss this reunion?
Think I'm gonna die that easily? Come on now. What do you think this is? Hu Yang, still alive as well. Oh! Oh, I love these little dudes.
Getting a feeling. I think I might be going home after all.
Facts. Some positive thinking, Ezra, but we'll see. We'll see. Just everything about both Ezra and Thrawn so far is just 99.9% perfect. Like, it's fantastic. One thing I want to clarify from last episode, I made some jokes regarding Thrawn's out of shapeness. Promise they were in the most lighthearted way possible. I am not actually upset about Lars Mikkelsen, a 70-year-old or however old he is man, not being in prime fighting shape. Like, I promise that is the smallest of nitpicks. I'm not actually upset about that. I think he is as perfect as you can get for a live action casting, obviously. And even just in this episode, he shows why he's so good, why Thrawn is so freaking good. Just his tactical brain and how he goes about figuring stuff. I mean, even just having like surface level knowledge of Ahsoka and knowing who her master was, he's like formulated a plan of how to deal with her. And it works almost perfectly. Like, his pretty much the only time Thrawn's plans don't work is when someone goes AWOL and screws it up. Like, what was it, in Rebels? The one, I forgot the guy's name, but he was this power-hungry douchebag. Obviously, was in the Empire. But if he didn't screw things up, Thrawn wins and, like, kills everybody. So, like, that's the only time Thrawn's plans don't go the way he wants them to, is when someone else just screws up the plan. Like, in this case, Balin Skull deciding he's going to separate and do his own thing. That screwed things up and tilted things in Ahsoka's favor, kinda, in that particular engagement. Right off the bat, the Star Whales arriving to the just absolute minefield and then immediately dipping. They're like, see ya. Like, we gave you a ride and now we're out. We are not staying here. That was great. And then the little dogfight through the debris was good. Just very, very exciting stuff. I loved seeing that training hologram of Anakin when Ahsoka's training. It's so perfect, and it's I feel like it signifies so much. Like, this is probably the first time in a long time that she has felt comfortable enough to actually take out those take out those holograms and like go through them again, right? Like before that, she's probably had just too much negative feelings towards her departure and Anakin's turn and all of that to like legitimately take those out and go through them. But now she's bringing them out, and I love that they didn't just have Hayden in like one, maybe 2 episodes, right? Like having him at the end of 5 and then throughout 6, or no, end of 4 and throughout 5, was wonderful, freaking wonderful. And if that's all we would have gotten, I would have been fine with that. But having him appear again in a hologram is so good, because they didn't just bring him in for a cameo. They're like, oh, he's back. Like, he's back and he's gonna do a prominent role. We're not wasting his time for, 15 minutes of shooting, essentially. But the hologram that he gives is a kind of a variation, a little bit, of his Tales of the Jedi stuff, where he trained Ahsoka and had her go up against the clones, and the exact thing that he taught her essentially ends up saving her life in the final season of Clone Wars. And it just felt very similar to that, right? And just seeing her like wholesome like acceptance of his advice, being like, yes, like, thank you, master. Like, she feels at peace with him, and it's so great. And then her being like, he made like 20 of these. He was a good master. It's like, yes, fantastic. I need to see all 20 of those. Like, if they didn't make 20 different ones and have them somewhere, I'm gonna be upset. We need like when when the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was coming out, and the internet was like, release the Zemo cut of him dancing, and then Disney did. They just released like they put a 10-hour Zemo cut on YouTube of him just dancing. We need the internet to be like, Disney, release the other 19 tapes of Anakin training. I want to see it. Hopefully they listen and do that. But no, it was great. Thrawn just knowing that Anakin was her master, being like, oh, okay, so she's not going to be like other Jedi. Like, she's going to be impulsive and unexpected and dangerous. Like, we need to switch things up. Like other Jedi might be more calm, and we can like methodically and like aggressively hunt them down. In her case, we got to control everything around her. Because we're not going to control her herself, right? And her escaping the debris field while they're like raining fire down was super cool. I enjoyed like the fact that she can connect with Sabine already. Like, they haven't been master and apprentice that long, and Sabine's connection to the Force isn't like super strong, right? Like, she's not Ezra, she's not Rey or Kylo Ren or anything like that, but they were still able to form that bond in so short a time and communicate over the Force. Freaking fantastic. Love that. And then, yeah, just Ezra and Sabine interacting. Just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Like, he's so perfect, and now he knows all the things. Like, well, not all the things. He knows loosely most of the things. A little catch me up on Star Wars lore for him. He knows a decent chunk of the things, and he doesn't know what happened to get her here, though, which is interesting. He's like, you gonna tell me about that? And she's like, nah. Because she does not want him to know that she essentially not joined the bad team, but like gave up and resigned herself to going with them. And that Ahsoka was dead in her mind. And then friggin' Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati show up, and they have a very interesting interaction. I'm very curious about Baylan. Like, what's going on with him? I wonder if they set his story up to be a more long-term story, like past this season. And I wonder if that's the case, I wonder how they're going to pivot because there's something larger at play with Balin Skull. Like, he's searching for something greater. And in this scene, he essentially tells her, he's like, okay, now's the time. Like, you're gonna signal and you're gonna join the glorious empire. Like, you are. Like, I'm doing something else. And she is confused, but like accepting. She's like, okay, like, I understand. She's willing to take his advice and do what he says, but I don't like them separating. Like, I think they're perfect together. They're like a perfect, like, father-daughter relationship almost, and I want to see them traverse the galaxy together. Like, I want to see them bond and slowly become better people. That would be excellent. But he's got a larger role at play, finding some great power that's been calling to him. Now, who knows what's going to happen, because obviously and regretfully, the actor who plays him, Ray Stevenson, passed away shortly before the show came out. First of all, it sucks that such a wonderful human, from everything I've seen, didn't get to see just the absolute treasure of a performance that he put on. Like, he didn't get to see that, and then he also didn't get to see just the amount of praise that people have been heaping on his character. Like, his character's so cool. And having him long term as the character, like, if you could have Balin Skull be a reoccurring, like, long term character, that would be incredible. Especially if he was in the role, but now that he's not, I'm curious if they would recast the role of Balin, or if they would go the route of, like, it's tough, because there's certain roles and certain things where people have decided, this person embodies that role, and we're not going to move on from that. Like Black Panther with Chadwick Boseman. They probably should have recast, but they didn't. And a couple other ones, but this one, I feel like you could safely recast the role after this. I don't know who they would recast, but or if they just scrap his storyline completely after this. That would be a bummer, because I feel like there's some very interesting things going on with the character and the journey that character's going on. It'd be interesting to see where that leads as a character. But yeah, he sends Shin Hati off to go help the bandits, and then he takes on Ahsoka, and his demeanor's just like, he's so calm and composed and stoic, and he's like almost like mournful throughout the whole thing. Like, he's upset about his role, right? He misses, like, as much as he says he doesn't miss the Jedi Order, he misses the idea of it. I think he does miss the Jedi Order. Like, I think he misses being a part of that and feeling as though he is on the right side of things. And he legitimately doesn't like fighting other Jedi. He's like, it's a shame, like, to hunt her down and fight her. And when she shows up, he's just like, like, all right, like, I don't want to kill you. I legitimately just have to delay you right now. and they fight, and he's like, you can't beat me. She could beat him. I think he's pretty powerful, though. He's really good. But I think Ahsoka could beat him if she needed to. Like, if she actually wanted to kill him, I think she could beat him. But yeah, then she escapes. She gets away, and he's just like, just like doesn't care. He's like, okay, like, he did his job of delaying her, right? And he just sees her riding off, and he's like, well, whatever, I guess. He's just like bummed. He's like, guess I can go back to doing what I was gonna do before. Finding this great presence that's calling to me. Just fantastic. And then the whole fight scene with Ezra and Sabine and the bandits, where Sabine's like, take your lightsaber, and he's like, no. Like, okay, like, I mean, I don't know. I'm curious about what his reasoning is for not wanting to take it back. I mean, maybe he legitimately does believe, like, I gave it to you, it's yours now. Like, it's he doesn't feel a connection to it anymore, and it would feel weird to use it again. But I don't know. I mean, I know lightsabers are very personal things to Jedi. Like, you build it yourself, you put your kyber crystal in it, like, that's your lightsaber. And giving it away to someone else, you're kind of like, all right, not, like, I'm not holding on to that connection. Part of the Jedi ideals, not forming attachments to that lightsaber. And so maybe he's just like, what, it's yours now. You get to keep it. I don't need it. He's been training in martial combat. Like, he's a hand-to-hand master now. Maybe he's legitimately just like, he's been practicing Taekwondo and he's like, I want to get really good at this. Like, if I fall back to my old crutch of using a lightsaber, I'm never gonna get good at this. It's his new hobby that he wants to perfect. It's just interesting seeing him like use the Force and do like close quarters hand-to-hand combat. This is fun. Ahsoka or Sabine's just all annoyed. She's like, fine, like, I'll use it. She's doing that, using her guns. Fun times all around. And then Ahsoka finally pops in, does what she needs to do, takes on Shin without her lightsabers even out. She's like, not even worth it. Like, kind of what, she's got the cockiness of Anakin. From the Obi-Wan series, when Vader takes on Reva without his lightsaber, he just doesn't even deem her worthy of taking out the lightsaber. Ahsoka has inherited her master's cockiness, and just pushing her aside, and is like, I can help you. Like, give me your lightsaber. I can help you. She's gonna take that lightsaber and cleanse it right in front of her. Be like, here's a new white lightsaber. You're on our team now. But Shin obviously is not ready for that type of thing yet, so she runs away. And then we have a sweet reunion between all of them, and Sabine's like, you're alive. She's like, he looks at her like, come on now. Like, you think I'm gonna die that easy? Like, I'm like making a joke of it. I've made similar jokes in the past when I almost died. Went on Facebook and I was like, would have ruined my whole summer if I died. Like, sometimes you just gotta laugh it off. But, time was not wasted. Time was consumed. Time was consumed by this whole adventure. And Thrawn took advantage of it, right? He's like, them doing that thing, that momentary distraction has given us enough time. We're going to fill this and we're going to get the piss out of here. And then who knows how they're going to get out of here. I have a feeling Thrawn's going to leave them behind. I legitimately don't think they make it off of this planet at least at the same time as Thrawn. Like, there's either going to be some big time jump or something. Like, Thrawn's going to get out of here next episode, and then we're going to get left behind. Maybe later in the episode, by the end of the episode, they get out of there as well. But, like, I'm at this point, I'm, like, fairly confident we will not be able to prevent Thrawn from returning to the regular galaxy. Yeah. Maybe that's why the New Republic is so unprepared for the First Order, is because they use literally all their resources to fight Thrawn. Right? They beat Thrawn. Up to this point, they're like, okay, like, there's no new threats. Threats are not happening. We've won the fight. And everyone, including Hera and Sabine and all that, are like, no, Thrawn is coming back. He's not dead. We need to fight him. Then maybe he does come back, and they take him on, and they beat him eventually, culminating in that movie. And then they're like, okay, now we have defeated all the threats. And then that's why they don't, they have the extra sense of security after defeating Thrawn. They're like, he was the final threat. No more threats are coming. And that's why they're so unprepared. I mean, they're generally pretty incompetent right now. But maybe after they finally defeat the final threat, then they're like, okay, We got everyone. He was the last guy. We got them all. Now we can relax. And then, boom, First Order. Destroys them all. Blows up their whole planet. That could explain things. I don't know. But it is very exciting to have just a fantastic trio back together again. Ezra, Sabine, and Ahsoka. Dream team, baby. Dream team. Ezra's going to need to build a new lightsaber, though. I don't want him to continue without a lightsaber. You know? He's got to make a new one. Maybe a blue one. He can model his lightsaber off of Kanan's lightsaber. Or Anakin's lightsaber. Or he can borrow one of Ahsoka's. I don't know. All in all, I thought it was a fantastic episode. I cannot wait for next week, which I think next week is the finale. Is next week the season finale? Is there 8 or 9 episodes? I don't know. if next week's the finale, that's kind of quick. Did not expect it to come that soon. But I think that's all I gotta say. Definitely let me know down in the comments all of your thoughts and opinions. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. Your support would mean the world over there. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.